Hi, Taurus, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a read for you, and I'm going to do a quick temperature check and take a quick 3-card spread and see where you're at right now before we get into your major read. After this temperature check, it's going to be you and who. So this will be you and that other person, which could be a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend type thing, a person of interest, and even a friend or family member, and perhaps even one side of a situation and another side, if you've come to my channel and you're not focusing on maybe a particular person. So that's not uncommon to take place, okay? So now this is a general read, so that goes without saying. If you'd like a personal read to tap into your own personal energies, then go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box below. All right, so let's do this. So welcome to the last 2 weeks of the new year, of the old year, I should say. I mean, we're still in 2019, but I'm so much looking forward to 2020, and I hope that you are too. All right, so very excited for that. But yeah, I do want to thank all of you that have ordered the Beyond the Read session. So for those of you that are really looking to clear out any baggage that's been holding you back, whether it is a self-limiting belief or a negative emotions, pride, guilt, shame, it could be sadness, anything of this sort there. What this does, it gets to the root of the situation and pulls that out so you can actually move forward much, much lighter. And it actually clears the runway for you to take off for 2020. So it's a good thing to do right now. So if you aren't interested, click up here for the Beyond the Read or check out my description box below. And those of you who are not sure what you might need, if it's a read, if it's beyond the read, or perhaps something a little bit deeper for a little bit more insight, accountability, inspiration, motivation, and just clarity overall, then do book that discovery session. It's a one-on-one opportunity to speak with me, complimentary, and then what we do is we'll make a recommendation as to the best service for you that will actually pinpoint and zero in on that particular situation. So if you're interested in that, do check my description box below, but that's called the discovery call, I should say, right? So let's see, first 3 cards for you. What is it? Ooh, interesting, guys, interesting. I'm glad I brought up a couple things. Okay, good. So this is just going to be your first 3 cards, what we get. Now, first card is resurrection. So you're going through some sort of resurrection within yourself. And this is interesting because, take a look how beautiful this is. I mean, look at the gorgeous warmth of the light that's coming out. And it's like, this is like the heart chakra color, which is the green, and this is the root chakra color, and this is right in the middle of your self-confidence, which is your solar plexus. I am. So I think you're really coming through and resurrecting yourself in a relationship. Maybe perhaps there's a resurrection there, or there's a resurrection within you, which of course provokes those that are around us and changes that dynamic between one side versus another in a situation, or you and another person. So that could very much well be the case, but there's some sort of beautiful resurrection that becomes of this. I think it's actually very, very heartwarming, quite frankly. And that's what I see, that's what I'm seeing coming through here, because it wouldn't be, I mean, when I'm looking at this, it just makes me feel really warm and like, yes, so it's like, even though you feel maybe like something or whatever situation might not be going the way that you had anticipated, this is just saying, hold on, your dreams, might, may feel that they're maybe perhaps not just kind of going in the right direction. They're just not coming true for you, and you're disheartened about that. This is saying that your soul is full of this infinite wisdom for resurrection of this situation, okay? And this is saying is that your dreams and what you put into your so-called vortex, if you follow, Abraham and Esther Hicks, the teachings of that, is everything that you want is you put in there, and this is saying is that, you forget about, how it's going to come about. What's most important is that you keep that feeling and that vibration alive in you. And that's going to be extremely important. And this is saying, check and see if that of which that you put into your dreams and what you've wanted truly aligns with yourself. Okay, this is going to be really important, especially as we get ready to set our goals and our visions for the next year. And this is just 2 short weeks away, so to speak. So this is saying that you might be resurrecting yourself internally in terms of your plans. You maybe perhaps in the focus of a relationship or situation, your love life, your career, your business of some sort. So that's what seems to be coming through. So just really keep an open mind about that, because new information will be coming in for you here. And that's what I see. Now, the next card that I get is talking about past lives. And what this tells me is that perhaps that you know someone, perhaps that maybe you're in connection with someone, or you have recently met someone who feels like it's a past life connection, someone that you know that you might have a journey together with, romantic or other. But this is saying is that past lives play a role. And you can kind of see it's like her dreams, so like there's kind of stars kind of going through. So this is really talking about, this is saying is that past lives can play a role, and they teach us a lot of lessons in life, and some are meant to stay in our life for a very long period of time, and then some are just for a season, of course some for a reason, like the saying goes. And a lot of times when it comes to past lives is that you might have a connection with someone that you really truly connect with. So if this is a romantic situation, you may have known each other before, or felt that you have in a past life, and you come together now, and it's beautiful. It's like there's that's what I see. It's like you feel a real kindred spirit next to you. For others, some of you might feel that maybe there is something that is holding you back, and it's as it relates to a past life. And it could be an emotional issue that has plagued you for some time or another. And that's what this is talking about. So if that is the case, then this is about that it right now is the time to resolve it and to clear it out. This is just like I've mentioned. So those of you that are looking to do that for this, hence beyond the read, okay, it's perfect, absolutely perfect for this. And this is saying that because you don't want it to cause problems for you in the lineage in a lifetime. And so that's what this talks about, okay? So sometimes in our dream states, we drop down to our subconscious a lot more easily. And you can realize some past issues that have been standing in the way, and this is saying, that, ask that you may be awakened to each new day with joy and love in your heart, and really give thanks, right now for the healing that's taking place. Because I think for some of you, there is some healing that's taking place through recognizing it. Now it's about eradicating it and moving that. So do keep that in mind. That being said, you can check my description box. But also the third card that came out is love. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. This is your love for yourself, love for another. And maybe perhaps there is a relationship that's being resurrected that you feel that has a past life connection that's now has a lot of love within that. Perhaps it's not romantic, and perhaps it's just love for yourself that's really blooming within you. Okay, and these little pebbles are these little steps that are just layers of love. So it could be that that right now there is a resurrection of a relationship due to the work that has been putting in to make this flower bloom, right? It's not just an I love you, it's little things. It's mostly those little things that pile up, to give this beautiful blooming of a relationship and this that type of thing. So that's what I see here. So just have love in your heart, and then keep that as your vibration, and continue to to have that in your heart. These last 2 weeks, it's going to serve you really, really well in terms of any sort of resurrection that you're looking to make. So there's your snapshot right there, guys. I will let you know that. A final word on this here is to know that your hard work is paying off. Okay, so just note that whatever work that you're putting into this, whether it's personal improvement, self-mastery, or relationship enhancement, or just whatever that is, the situation in terms of maybe coming to union of some sort, or it's just saying that your hard work is definitely paying off. Okay, so let's move on into what your current situation is at this time. So you and the other person, you and who? Let's see, what's your current situation right now? What does that look like? Here it is. Blessing. Okay, good, good. That's a nice way to start out a read. So this is saying that you've got blessings that are coming through. You are realizing that, first of all, you are a blessing. Okay, so this is what is coming into play. So yeah, that's coming into play. You're just a beautiful entity, a spirit being with a beautiful soul and a lively spirit. And this is saying is that you are a blessing to others, and also know that the universe is blessing you. Okay, so yeah, that's what kind of wants to come into play. I'm going to pull a tarot card on this because I want to find a little bit more about your current situation. So let's see what that looks like. Here it is. What is it? Oh, this is beautiful. So you're realizing, so you could be someone that is learning from someone and you're a student, or you are teaching others to be a blessing, right? Or this is about tradition. This is about belief systems. And I think that you're realizing, first of all, what a blessing you are, but you're also counting your blessings as well. So that's what I see coming through. There has been a change of some sort. So maybe there's been a change in a belief system that had to take place. What we talked about in the first, snippet there. But yeah, that's what I see coming through there is that the Hierophant is really just talking about belief and tradition. Okay, so that's what I see. So maybe a belief is changing. Your traditions, perhaps you're recognizing the blessings of that, of which has those beliefs or traditions have brought you, or you're changing your beliefs or traditions to get greater blessings. Okay, anything else that wants to come through? Let's see. Current situation. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Yeah, Earth sign, Queen of Pentacles. You're focused on your coin as to where you're going to put it, and you're being very careful of where you're going to put that. Now, it's something of value. So if this is love, it could be whatever you put your coin. You're being very careful of where you're going to put that, and that's could be just anything, for the most part. But he typically talks about the coin, which is money. But there's a rabbit here, and the rabbits jump on. It's like be careful about where you put your money, and that's going to be very, very important here. I want to see what the moon cards have to say about your current situation of blessing. And the Hierophant, you got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is beautiful because that's just really talking about there's a lot of influence. You've got this motherly type of energy that's going on within you. For men, it's like you're carrying that little bit of that a feminine energy is coming out a little bit more, and it's more of kind of like a down-to-earth type energy. Let's see. Time for healing. Okay, so it's coming through as there is some time for healing, and this is a time, the holidays are a time to kind of it's kind of, things have slowed down just a tad bit sometimes. Sometimes they speed up depending on what type of business that you're in, though. But I will tell you that whatever blessings that you're in, you're taking time for healing right now, and connecting with your spirit guides in the process, in the Hierophant, and really just taking a look at your life overall at this particular time. What is your challenge or opportunity? What is that? Let's take a look at that. Healing again. Wow. You're going through some healing, Taurus. So, it could be in a relationship or a situation. Interesting, guys. How interesting. You're going through healing. Gosh, that's so interesting. This has come out twice for you. So this is a time where you're maybe just getting some rest. Maybe some of you have been going through some sort of medical issue of some sort. But this is saying that if you've been working really, really hard, you need to take your rest right now. That healing is going to be very, very important for you. Yeah, it's really important that that peace and healing and just accepting yourself as is what is important for you right now. The opportunity is that healing is here for you. Okay, and if you need healing, even ask your source for guidance in this process. But this is saying is that you want to make your life more meaningful, and this is saying is that if you've had some lemons thrown your way or whatever, it's time to start making lemonade out of that, right? Of some sort. So that's what's coming into play. You're healing yourself, and it's I think this could be a wound inside you. This could be, if it's not something physical currently happening right now in your world that needs healing, that there's some sort of wound that is inside you. Again, it could be just a self-limiting belief or a negative emotion that is making you sad, making you feel guilty, shameful. It could be something of that sort, or just sad. And if that's the case, you go to beyond the read there. But I do want to bring this up because a lot of us, continue to bring that forth. And if you don't have to bring it into 2020, we don't want you to do that. So get the rest, get the healing, get the insights, and get, whatever assistance, ask source for the direction in terms of the assistance that you need to get and to take, and go that route. Because this is saying is that, it's like, any sort of pain that you've experienced just turns into greater empathy. And empathy is about seeing both sides of a situation, okay? So what empathy is be able to put yourself in the other person's shoes and see both sides of the situation, okay? So have compassion for yourself. So it's healing. How interesting. Anything that the tarot wants to bring out in this one here? Let's see what else. Wow, we might have to deal with a relationship. Maybe this is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a happy home life. So when I see this is just telling me that this wealth and establishment that you're healing. Maybe it's a family life. Maybe something was lost of some sort within a family life. I'm going to clarify that because it's coming to fruition. Let's see what else. Yeah, I get the Hangman. So you're actually trying to get a different perspective on this situation, okay? Let me pull a moon card, see what else wants to come through. So this is your opportunity or challenge. Let's see what it is. So this is saying you're good enough, okay? So I don't know. Maybe that is the healing that needs to take place. That whatever it is that was told to you, maybe in a past life, like we talked about before, or that is holding you back, is that to know that you are good enough. You are more than good enough, okay? And this one, you were born worthy and automatically into this world. And sometimes we take on representation, beliefs, and perceptions of those who have raised us as we were young. And sometimes we take that younger self into our adulthood, and we fail to forget that, we fail to remember that, oh my gosh, I am worthy, and that was just that was someone else's construct and not mine, and that's their narrative, not mine. Now I see things differently, and now you can create a new narrative for yourself. And so again, if you need help with that, it's beyond the read, but this is what I'm saying. Yeah, you are good enough. Let's take a look at this. What is it you need to focus on? Okay, what do we need to focus on right now? Let's sort of outside of healing, okay? Let's see what else. Contribution. So yeah, and this is a great time to do some volunteer work too. I mean, it's not just during this time because they need it, that type of help is needed, year long, of course, but this is saying your contribution is key. Now this could be contribution in a relationship or a situation, or it just in business of some sort. So that's what I see coming into play. So yeah, it's contribution. I see a heart at the base of the tree there, and I see other lots of hearts within the tree. So this is telling me what you need to focus on is contributing, okay? So this is about this is that to give what you can when you can, and you will never live without is one of the biggest things that comes into play here. So contribution is going to be key. So many of you might be doing it at this turn of, this type of holiday season. A lot of you might be doing that, maybe giving gifts to those of which are unable to do that for themselves, maybe donating, things like that, to those who have enlightened and inspired you. This is what I'm saying. It's saying it could be people at work, colleagues, friends, those who provide your services for you, your hairdressers, all of those wonderful people. So this is saying contribution is key. Let's pull a tarot card on this. What you need to focus on is contribution. Yeah, it makes you emotionally balanced. So, or you could have a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, around you that you want to contribute to. All right. But this is being emotionally balanced. You might be taking on that energy. It could be you doing that. Let's see what the moon cards have to say about what you need to focus on. What is that? Step out of your comfort zone, okay? So maybe contributing is about stepping out of your comfort zone, okay? So this is saying you've learned a lot, but you got to go to that next rung of the ladder, okay? It's you got to challenge yourself a little bit more, all right? So what is your strength right now? What is your strength? What is that for you? Let's see what that is. Oh gosh, your read is just gorgeous, Taurus. You get abundance, right? Your strength is the abundance that you bring to others that you have in this world. I mean, it's so much of that warmth and that sunshine. And your current situation is blessings. You feel abundant. Gosh, I mean, you guys, this is pretty amazing. So abundance is all around you. When you focus on abundance, just more comes on in, doesn't it? It just does. So this is quite beautiful. Yeah, and you're celebrating perhaps with friends and family. So this is a celebratory card. Could be that that's what you're doing, is being emotionally fulfilled and celebrating with friends, you know, the abundance that you have in your lives. So that is going to be your strength right now, okay? So I think this is great. Absolutely. Maybe it's something that's being resurrected because there's going to be a judgment that's coming into play. So that's exactly what I see. This is a major arcana card too. So this is about this is about an absolution. So maybe you're celebrating the abundance. There's been a judgment that's been made, and you're getting abundance, you know, based upon that. Okay. So this could be as it pertains to whatever in life, a person, place, or thing. So there's some sort of judgment that's going to be made. What does the moon cards have to say? This is your strength. Okay. Maybe you're making a judgment on something which resurrects you, which again could be that past life that thing. Yeah, this is what I see, because I pull a moon card and it says, show the world the real you. This is what I'm saying. I think that you're getting rid of that past life block of some sort. For some of you, it could be a real beautiful thing, and that's your strength. This is going to be your strength as you springboard into 2020. Okay, so what's happening in the near future? Are we out of time? Okay, I gotta go quickly here. Timeless earth. Okay, so you're growing, you're changing, and you're moving just like the seasons in this earth. And this is what this reminds you of. You're timeless. You're one of those, and you're an earth sign, and they're so timeless and classic in terms of their style and just everything. And it's so beautiful. And just as we can count on like the seasons that change, you know, consistently, you know, there is an essence that's timeless about you, which is so beautiful. I do want to pull a moon card on that and see what wants to come through. Let's see, what does that look like? A win-win outcome is in your forecast. Okay, this is nice. There's some sort of balancing of scales that's coming into play, and it could have to do in a relationship. Okay, for some of you, note your comments. There could be a balancing of that, or just balancing your own emotions, like we talked about when we came across the King of Cups and contribution. That you're contributing really makes your emotions feeling balanced, and that's what this is saying. Yeah, let's take a look on how you need to move forward. How you need to move forward. Encounter. Okay, so this is about being transformed by some sort of encounter that takes place. So you might be transformed and then have an encounter, or you might have an encounter that transforms you, because you see the butterflies there. How you need to move forward, what's the best way to move forward, is to transform. And remember, it said to get out of your comfort zone. That could be that, because it's going to transform you. Okay, so encounter is to get out of your comfort zone. Oh my gosh, it leads to the 10 of Cups. Jeez, I gotta tell you, this is an amazing read. Some of you might be getting married, and I'm just saying, or you're leading to emotional fulfillment. This is really beautiful, guys. A connection, emotional fulfillment, an encounter that could lead to marriage of some sort. For some of you, that can lead long term, but does bring emotional fulfillment. It's a 10 card, so it's coming to completion. For some of you expecting something of the sort, that might be something that comes into play. Yeah, I really believe it. This is beautiful. I'm gonna pull a moon card on this and see what wants to come out. What else wants to come out here? This is saying, have faith in your dreams. So if you're looking for that 10 of Cups, you might have an encounter that transforms you and kind of fits the bill for some of you that aren't getting married, at least yet, right? Key word, operative word, yet. So there you have it. All right, let's take a look at what you don't know. What is it that you don't know? Let's see what that is. What is that? There's a realization that is taking place within you. This realization might be something that's bubbling up. And again, what we've already talked about in terms of maybe you're having this realization of that something is standing in the way, or you're having a realization that, I'm going to pull a tarot on this one. I want to see what wants to come out. Okay. But there's some sort of enlightenment that you get. Okay. What you don't know. Okay, there's some sort of enlightenment, and I'm going to pull, let me pull another card after this, because I have to pull both at the same time. Okay, so what I'm getting, there's this realization that there was a heartbreak of some sort. So you get this card, realization, and I get this heartbreak card. The realization is that maybe there was something that broke your heart, and I clarified the 3 of Wands. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, kind of someone with that type of, it could be that, or you're just carrying that type of energy. And then I get the Four of Pentacles. And this tells me is that stability. It's whatever it was, you're getting a realization that some sort of heartbreak kind of rocked your stability a little bit, okay, in a situation, emotionally. I'm going to pull one more card and see what wants to come through here. What you don't know, yeah, and it brought you into a hermit mode, to which you had to go within and shine some light. So what you don't know is that the heartbreak brought the realization to you to get you grounded, and you went in with a different perspective and understood that adjustments are required. So this probably still has to do with the situation we talked about at the beginning and the first, quick spread that we did, past lives. So adjustments are required. Okay, so look into that, guys. That's what's coming through. And then what is the overall outcome? Let's see what that is. Let's see what that is for you here. Unity, coming together. Some people will fall, like a leaf from a tree. Some people will stay and actually grow with you. But this is coming together with someone, something, or in a situation. It could be a business contract, could be a relationship, but this is coming together in unity. But this could also be putting the two pieces back together for yourself, remember? And that could be as it pertains to, that past life, finding a piece of yourself and putting in ridding of that, opening up further energy and making you more whole, okay? So for some of you, that is the case. Let me pull a moon card on unity and see what wants to come up. What is it? Wow, what is this? Work through your fears, okay? Let's push through them before we get to the new year, guys, and let's clear it all out, okay? That's what this is talking about. So work through your fears here, okay? Because conclusions are within reach, okay? This is nice. I love seeing this. So guys, I hope that this resonates with you in some way, shape, or form. I look forward to seeing you in January 2020. And until then, namaste.